Well, we were talking earlier about Taripay Pacha. Can you explain that philosophy, what it is, and what the elders say about this time that we're in?
The message of Taripay Pacha is very important right now because we arrive to a time when we need to catch up. Like our planetary process right now is about catching up with the new way of life, with the new consciousness, with the new frequencies. And Taripay in Quechua means to catch up with. And Pacha is the word that means time and space. We have one word for both. And we only have to catch up with time and space when a new program, when a new cosmic program arrives to our planet. And we only have to catch up with that every specific cycles. There are cycles that our ancestors used to call Pachacutis. And these Pachacutis are different time cycles. Some of them were every 500 years. Some of them was every 2,000 years. Some of them was every 7,000 years, 12,000 years. We have many cycles that were recorded by our ancestors on whole mountainsides, on their temples and their shrines. And we had actually foreseen in our prophecies and in the visions and the oracles by our elders these times of transition. They had actually seen that a global process, a planetary process of awakening was going to take place. And we used to talk about this way back in the 90s with our elders in our ceremonies. And they used to say that some of them said that in these times, we will need to catch up constantly with the new era, with the new cycle. And this new Pachacuti for us is about being completely evolved, being completely awake. And the reason why we need to be completely awake, why we need to be completely evolved, is so that we can take better care of our planet, of our family, of our community, and of course, of ourselves. Because of these processes we're going through right now, we have learned and we have prioritized our well-being, our health. And also we have prioritized life, how delicate, how fragile our life is here, and how important, how sacred our life is here. And how from this gift of life we have received, we could offer it in service, in ceremony, in gratitude to our Pachamama, to our Mother Earth, which is where this life happens. And also to our family, to our community, which is with whom we live this life. Taripay Pacha is about realizing ourselves completely evolved. Taripay Pacha is about realizing ourselves in unconditional service of love. Taripay Pacha is about deepening our roots into Mother Earth and growing strong and tall and becoming the tree of life, giving every word, every action, every thought of your being becomes this fruit of this tree of life, which will feed family, community, and the planet. So for this reason, we have these sacred Taripay Pacha times that constantly brings self-realization, brings awakening, and brings the what we call cosmic program taking over referential plan. You see, all of us, when we plan for our lives, when we have a specific vision as to how we want to live our lives, and all of a sudden things like this happen where we have no choice, for us that was something to celebrate, that was something to be very grateful for, because we are actually being liberated from putting our free will into this transition time, because a higher frequency and a more powerful force from the depths of the universe is coming and giving you no choice but to live a new life and to think differently and to be differently and to feel differently. So for us, these moments of having no choice was actually something to celebrate. It was the cosmic program taking over the referential plan. Our ancestors used to have a way of synchronizing themselves with the Taripay Pacha constantly. And it was a way of living in humbleness. For example, they would never decide, even though there are set cycles throughout the year for harvest and seeding time, they would never decide unless they had checked with sundials or hitching posts of the sun, where the shadows were casted in this astronomical observatory. And they knew that their referential plan was that harvest is coming. But the cosmic program was about whether the universe was blessing it enough or whether they had to wait a little bit. And they used to check in these astronomical observatories whether they were in synchronicity